In today's news, HDB and URA actually came up with this easing of cooling measure in which to help people rent out your property such that it will actually decrease the rental prices of Singapore. Hi, I'm James Lim, founder of Property Plus System, and today I'll be talking a little bit of today's news in which the government increased the total number of cap for both private and HDB. So if we were to dive in and look into the news itself, what units are affected is HDB, there are 4 room and bigger, and also private property, there are 90 square meter or bigger. In the past, you can actually rent out to 6 different packs. But now, with this ruling, it is actually up to 8 packs. Now, why the government is doing such a thing is actually to curb the increase or sharp increase of rental prices. But is this really the case? So let's dive a little bit deeper on which sector will this be affected. So what the government is trying to do is actually to stop the strong increase of rental prices for actually, especially people who are actually upgrading or even new homeowners. But is this really the case? If you look at young families, normally is they will not have more than 6 packs, right? Or to when they are renting a HDB. So I don't think it will actually affect them a lot. However, what I do see is affected or the people who are being affected are actually the foreign workers who are actually essential to the supporting sectors such as manufacturing, cleaning, nursing, service, and also the retail. So what are actually some of the implications for them? Now, I find this as a good sign because what is going to happen is that more of them are be able to share in the same household, and therefore, if more people stay, yeah, actually overall cost will actually be decreased. But what I do look at or what I do notice out in the market is that let's say the rental to rent 6 packs is 3,500 and you now have a group of 8 people who want to rent your HDB, of course naturally you will want to increase the rental. So instead of 3,500, you may want to up the rental to 3,800 instead or 4,000. But then overall, if you look at the overall cost of living for these foreign workers, although your overall rental go up, but since it's now split between 8 people instead of 6 people, your total cost of living actually will go down. Therefore, I find this as a good sign. However, I do see this as a very small marginal thing that will affect the rental price, in which the rental price may still continue to climb upwards. So let me read this message to you by Desmond Lee, the Minister of National Development. Okay, he says that the sharp increase in residential rental from 2022 reflected exceptionally tightness in the market due to COVID-19 disruptions coupled with robust rental demand. And he also added that this measure would better meet the demand of those looking to rent, such as households waiting to move into their new homes and younger Singaporeans who desire to rent their own space. Now, this statement, I'm actually pretty against him because actually I'm down in the current HDB market. And what I do notice is that when Singaporeans do rent HDB because they want to wait for your BTO, I don't see them having like even hit the 6 packs maximum requirement. So maybe it will also affect only a very small handful where the parents are having staying with the parents, okay, and also having kids. So maybe this may have 8 packs, or maybe this group of people will likely be like more likely to sell to HDB, both your parents and your own HDB, to find a place to rent out while waiting for your new BTO, something like a 3-generation unit. But then again, I don't see this many on the ground, so I don't feel that it actually helps Singaporean a lot. Overall, I still feel that it helps foreign workers more. Overall, I find this is actually a very, very good sign, especially the 2 groups of people who are actually affected is actually a foreign workers, where your overall cost of living will actually go down, which means we are actually retaining these foreign workers. And when we are able to retain these foreign workers, basically Singapore cost of living actually will go down a bit. This will also affect SME who are actually employing this group of foreign workers. And because this group of SME, their costs may slightly go down to help them in the foreign workers cost of living. Eventually, hopefully, we will bring actually overall Singapore cost of living down also. So look at the overall picture. rental I expect to edge slightly up because this doesn't really affect a huge group of market segment. And this will actually bring the total cost of living slightly downwards, but basically is to help these foreign workers have a better standard of living in Singapore. Hopefully they will stay longer in Singapore. So that is the end of it. If you have any comments, please feel free to type in your message below. Thank you and bye.